I know how to do so many things. How to cook, how to write, and how to sing. But best of all, most of all, I can teach you how to, how to, how to, how to. First, next, then, after that, then, finally. You might have 6 steps. You might have 5. You might have 4 steps. You probably definitely have 3 steps, and probably more than 2 steps, and definitely more than 1 step. But you might even have 10 steps. Depends on what you're writing about. But one of the things you can definitely add to your how-to make it even better are tips and warnings. We've talked about this, but I want to remind you because I want you to look back at your how-to you wrote on Thursday and you used the writer's checklist with on Friday. And today, I want you to look to see where you can add tips and warnings. You do not need to put a tip and a warning in every step. Nope. But maybe 1 tip or maybe 2 tips. And if it's something that's pretty dangerous or something that you got to be really careful about, definitely put a warning in there. We'll talk about how to do that now. I have 3 ideas here for a how-to book. The first one is how to brush your teeth, how to make your bed, how to build with Legos. Let's see if we can come up with a tip or a warning for the first one. How to brush your teeth. Let's see. Okay, so you get your toothbrush and put a little bit of toothpaste on it. And then, depending on what kind of toothbrush it is, you get it wet and then you put it in your mouth. Maybe you just hold your toothbrush if it's got a motor, like an electric toothbrush. You just kind of gently move it around. Or if it doesn't have a motor, you scrub your teeth up, down, left, right. And then what? And then you hair all in your mouth, and then you put your toothbrush down, and then you go outside to play. No. There's something you have to do. You have to spit the toothpaste out of your mouth into the sink, rinse out your mouth, rinse off your toothbrush, and then you can go. All right, so let's think about that. Is there a tip? I'm thinking about something that I see my daughters do a lot, and they squeeze toothpaste really well. I mean, they are good toothpaste squeezers. So good that so much toothpaste comes out that it falls off the toothbrush. I'm going to give a little tip for that one. Tip. Do not put too much toothpaste on the brush. Thanks for that tip. I'll remember that. Good tip. Cool. All right, now let's try it. How to make your bed. I'm going to try another tip for that one. So let's see. They get out of bed in the morning and then the blankets are off the bed, or they're kind of crumbled, or not crumbled, but piled up at the foot of the bed where your feet go. And usually there's a couple stuffed animals or stuffies. And maybe the pillows are kind of in the wrong place. And then I say, okay, please pull up the sheets. Please try to make your bed. And one thing I've noticed is that Luella, who's going to be a 3rd grader soon, she grabs the sheets, the big blankets, and she pulls them. And she really grabs them. She grabs them and she pulls them. And she says, "This is too heavy, Daddy. This is too heavy." And I say, well, tip. Take off the stuffed animals and the pillows from the blanket first. And then she goes over, takes off the stuffed animals and the pillows, and then she grabs the blanket and pulls the blanket, and she says, "Okay, I'll try." Whoop. Perfect. Then she can pick up the pillow and put it on. So here's a tip. When you're making your bed, and I don't know how far along the steps this is. Maybe this is in step 2 or 3, but we can put a tip in there. We could say, tip. Oops. Tip. Take. Ooh, I need to fix my writing. I'm not doing my uppercase and lowercases at the right time. You know, good thing we have erasers. We make mistakes sometimes. Tip. Take off stuffed animals and pillows before you pull up the blankets. Ooh, good tip. How to make your bed. First, get out of bed. Then, find all the sheets and the pillows. And after that, pull up the sheets back to where they should go. Tip. Take off stuffed animals and pillows before you pull up the blankets. Oh, good tip. I'll remember that. Ding. All right, last one. How to build with Legos. Now this one's kind of, I'm going to do a warning for this one because so many times for me, when I was a little boy playing with Legos, and for my daughters, I see them go to play with Legos and I hear an ouch, ow, and then always I look down and they are holding their foot in their hand and they pick up a Lego and they say, "I stepped on a Lego." What's a good warning we could give somebody about not stepping on Legos? Are you ready? Think for a second. Now, if you don't play with Legos, think about any other toy that you don't want to step on because it hurts. Toy dinosaurs, toy cars, pretty much anything that you step on might hurt your foot. So let's think. What would the warning look like? Tell someone next to you. Warning! Be careful. Be careful what? Warning. Be careful you... Tell someone. Warning. Be careful you don't. I'm thinking the same thing you might be thinking. Or maybe I'm thinking something else. That's okay. Warning. Be careful you do not step on a Lego. Ooh. So I can have fun. I'm building my Legos, building them up. And then I go over here to get another piece. Ooh, I almost stepped on a Lego, but I read a warning that said warning. So I'm going to use that warning. And I read it like this. Warning. Exclamation. Warning! Be careful you do not step on a Lego. Too many times have I stepped on a Lego. If only someone had given me a warning. Well, guess what? You can do that. In your how-tos, I want you to think about where you could write a tip and where you can write a warning to make sure the person reading it knows what to do and is safe. All right, cool. Have fun with that. Families, definitely help your child write tips and warnings. Think about all the problems that could happen and then give someone a tip or a warning.